NBA 2K26 has a shot selection problem. Quick description of what shot selection is. If you don't know, you either shoot the ball, you lay it up, or you pass it, or you totally sell the game completely by just shooting it on 16 people. People think they can shoot contested. Honestly. Watching dribble guys thinking they're them. They're not. You're not them. You're not these guys, man. You don't understand windows, timing, setup, none of the essentials you need. Kind of like a fighting game where you have to do the boom, boom, boom into the Devin Booker escape. You can't just press the button, brother. You gotta at least do one move. You do it wrong and it leads to bad shots. Is that fair to say? Am I fair to say that? This is why bad shots happen. People copy YouTubers with zero context. You watched the video, but did you listen? Did you listen to the video? You're not playing their game, man. You're just not. It's okay. Listen, take Joe's nose, for example. The man has team chemistry, hours played, skill level, meta knowledge, all that stuff, right? The man's channel is literally, he knows. You're not in that world. Most players aren't, man. We're on the other side. We're either in Group A or Group B, and I'm about to explain Group A or Group B. Group A is gamers, right? Meta, spacing, animations. We studied these things to the utmost because we want the edge over our opponent in any game, not just 2K. And then B, basketball fans. Realism, favorite players. Neither is wrong. Whatever your favorite player is. Stephen Curry, you want to be Stephen Curry, wear the 30 jersey, put a little haircut on your my player. Look like a budget $2 store version of your favorite guy, and then play like you should have been bought for $1. Then you put in mixed lobbies, right? The chaos of it. Because Group A and Group B intertwine like this in Random Rec, Pro-Am, Theater, Twos. Sim guy plus a dribble god guy are going to clash. There are, hundred thousands of videos of guys just arguing on this fundamental basis of what I'm talking about. 2K's design philosophy is allow both playstyles, Group A and Group B. Nerf the OP stuff, not the fun stuff, most of the time. The Curry slide is an example of left, right behind the screen over and over again until you get caught in a brick wall animation. This is not ISO, right? Which is isolation. Nobody around you when you're dribbling. A screen is someone comes up and puts another player in the picture and bogards you onto the ground with their legend brick wall. Harden's moves, Murray, Kemba, Booker for guards, Giannis and Levine's dribble styles. These balances shift from year to year, guys. And a lot of these are stronger or weaker depending on the year. Now, imagine you had a guy who knew all these dribble styles, knew how to do them, right? Know how to dex, which is the feature of moving without the ball and then catching it away from the defender. Catching you in an animation, basically. You blend that with the knowledge of real basketball. And you have these hybrid players that have a distinct advantage over pure sim players and arcade players. Because even a sim player will come to the realization that we have to double team some guys. They're just too broken. They're too OP. But these hybrid players, they'll do that and then do your stuff on the other end and beat you. So why do people get mad? So this year, the mad people were. I mean, this year the mad people are usually people who don't play the arcade style, because a lot of 2K allowances this year is for the arcade style, even with the nerfs to the 7-4 and the fadeaways, which I'll get into a little more in a second. Last year was more IQ and defense. That was the basis of the game. That's why they put the cap for you to be able to make such and such shots in a row, and moving the green window to make it harder for you to make the shot. This year, if you're a more sim player, the 7-4s and the fades were too much for you. You probably have been extinct from a lot of the online modes. But a lot of you stick around because your love of basketball is just way too strong. To you, I say, don't worry. They are totally nerfing everything into the ground. And smart players will dominate like they do every year. If you keep playing, some people who drop off, who already got their legend or already got their stuff, will leave, and you will start to dominate the game as new people fluctuate into the game. It's not the same players all year round. The game fluctuates. People who wait for Christmas, people who wait for other people's opinions, people who wait for another season to come about, they wait for this stuff. Losing to styles you don't respect. That's where the frustration hits. That's where the fatigue hits. You don't respect what the other guys are doing. You don't respect what they doing with the game. You mad. Eddie Guerrero is one of my favorite wrestlers. Rest in peace. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And this is also a playstyle 2K allows. As long as you're not trying to get that VC. And it's a gift and a curse to have that much freedom in a basketball game. Don't complain when you're playing one version of 2K and the other team is playing a completely different version.